Now
the
I'm
first time ever,
connecting
playing,
now.
I'm not playing Sonic.
Woo!
Woo!
Everybody-
You're listening to The Opinion Zone. It's that time again when common sense and decency go out the window and questionable opinions come in. Starring your deranged hosts, Jay Eggman, David the Lurker, Sega Scourge, Nicole SPD64, and of course the one and only Uncle Poxy. Oh, and as always, please remember the following show will probably contain strong language. We warned ya, so don't complain. Let the chaos control begin.
Come on, let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Come on, let's go.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Boy.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
yes.
it's the Opinion Zone. It's episode 69. Today, you're such a jerk. Today is going to be an emotional episode, but we'll get to that later. As you heard in the intro, I am Jay Eggman, and we're joined by a bunch of people. We're of course joined by David the Lurker. Hi, David.
Oh, hello. My name is David the Lurker. How is everyone?
That is correct. And we're also joined by Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, hello.
Hey. Of course, we're joined by a very, very sexy Sega Scourge.
Hi.
Now I know why you got your phone. And, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, he's not dead. Uncle Poxy is here.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The
It's
audience.
great to talk with you again.
You think the darkness is your ally?
You're such an idiot. But we're joined by a very special guest, which is like super, super duper exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jim of SassoStudios.
Hello! Thank you for having me today.
It's super, super.
I'm very excited to be on. Thank you.
Hello, Jim. How are you?
So good. So good. Thank you.
Sign my nipples.
What? No, that's not what's happening.
Where's the marker?
Oh gosh.
I'll let you find it.
Now, Jim, of all the episodes, of all the times you could turn up, you turn up today of all days.
I mean,
It's almost like it was planned.
I was just gonna say.
The
Definitely
stars
planned
aligned.
out. Of all days.
It's just...
Stars aligned. I woke up. I went, what?
Why am I here? It's going to be an interesting episode. I think David's emotional. I'm emotional. Both for very different reasons.
It's going to be a very salty episode.
Oh.
If you don't like salt,
This
I mean,
is
get
a
lost
tracker
now.
Don't
special.
like salt, then go find the pepper.
There might be some sugar. There might be some paprika. You know,
but
we
they'll
can't-
mostly be salt.
Oh.
Marijuana.
And maybe marijuana.
Is that a spice? Because I've been cooking wrong all these years.
Oh my god.
Why isn't my dog sleeping?
Before we move into the news, though, of course, we always have to do some housekeeping. Does anyone have anything they want to push? Anything they've released? I do, so I'm going to get started. Sonic Reacts Season 3 started this week, and you can watch a variety of people get really upset watching
And that was even
IGN.
more salty.
Oh, that's like
All
salt
right.
central.
I watched the first half. I'll get to the second half later.
Wow, David.
You can watch a variety of things like Scourge just fucking swearing his face off at people he doesn't know.
Look at Sassy one doing it. She's just water throughout the whole thing. It's great.
You can listen to Nicole trying to get a word in.
Scourge calls someone
Wow.
a testicle, and Poxy gets triggered when someone has a go at the werehog.
Yes!
So it's an interesting episode, and we've got an even better one next week if you're into a very erotic Sonic material.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, that's it. Just, the opinions don't be
Are you saying you got the trailer that... What, never mind.
Before we move on as well, Poxy, I noticed, I know it's not Sonic related, but you did an upload on the YouTubes recently.
I did. I did. And literally the only comments on that video are, "You're not dead." And I was like, Oh, there's probably going to be a shift. I don't think I'm ever going to be working at SFM ever again. That means every trailer is now confirmed meaningless. So you can stop arguing that if it was, because it is. And that means, yes, no Sonic Misadventures. Like, you really needed me to tell you that.
Well, okay, well, that's the end of the show, guys. After that bombshell. Right, we've had enough shenanigans. Shall I move into the news, or shall we get right into the news?
Yeah, can we do that instead?
Get
Right into the news.
Jesus Christ.
Bring you the latest news from around the world of Sonic, or whatever Jay could find on Google a half hour ago. It's time for the Opinion Zone News Corner.
Oh dear, we need to start off like we always do with Sonic Boom TV ratings.
Do we have to?
Yeah, no, we do.
That's hot.
It's
'Cause
important.
that's the top news every week.
Yeah.
I mean,
So shut the
sure.
fuck up, Nicole, alright?
Bringing us down.
Guys, the 4-part started in America. Oh, how exciting! And
what?
Guess
Oh,
there's a
right,
4-part of the show, and guess what? Sega promoted it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
They
That
tweeted
means it's
about
canon.
it, and
Where?
they tweeted about it, and they mentioned it in their live stream. So, the first time Sega have actually properly acknowledged the show and done some proper pushing and promotion. Guess what boost to the viewers that had?
2?
Yeah, only 2.
Close. No, it had 104,000 viewers, which is actually down on the average in the last few months. So,
Sounds like it. Not really that surprised, to be honest.
so
Wait, this was part 2, right? Or was it part 1?
this is ratings for part 1. We haven't got the ratings for part 2 yet because they don't want to release them probably. And what have we learned? No matter how good your show is, debatable, and no matter how much promotion you have, no matter how much promotion you have,
Trust
you
me.
can't change the fact that you're on Boomerang, and very few people have it. So
True.
it's a shame.
Right, I watched part 1. I didn't watch part 2 yet.
Tails died in the end.
He dies in like every episode, though.
Got
Remember
killed.
one
Tails
time?
dies in everything. Even
Yeah,
in Sonic Boom, you can't get a break.
Tails.
Tails has to die.
Yeah.
Like that one time he got eaten by an octopus and no one gave a shit.
What's this arc about anyway? This 4-parter? It's like robots from Robot Angel Island or something?
Yeah, basically, Travis Willingham robot, Roger Craig Smith robot, Cindy Robertson robot, and Mike Pollock robot all come down and try to kill the main Roger Craig Smith and Sticks and stuff, while the Travis Willingham reporter bird tries to kidnap the the Mike Pollock library beaver and the Roger Craig Smith talking bot, and the everything's just kind of like one big mess.
And that is the plot of Sonic Forces.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, that's really depressing. Moving on to the next news item. Get ready, David.
Okay. Whoa!
That was so delayed this time.
I don't.
In a Sega Sammy document, a long-term plan for the company called Road to 2020 includes various goals that Sega Sammy intends to pursue. Blah 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 blah. Basically, they've announced that they plan to revisit a variety of their old big IPs and re-bring them.
Yeah,
in.
I'm really hoping that's like real and legit, and
I
that's
really
gonna
hope
happen.
it's Sonic.
No. Like me and Nicole, Nicole, you and me had a conversation about this like a day or two ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Saying that they need to bring back like Jet Set Radio and like Crazy Taxi and Nights.
Dude, I'd
and...
love a Jet Set Radio game.
Hell yeah, can we get that? That'd be really nice. It's just like Sega forget how many IPs they have under their belt, and they only focus on Sonic, and that's not even doing that well. They need to try something else, or
What
at
are you
least
talking
have,
about? Oh, wait, we can't talk about it yet.
have other options on the table. You know, it's nice. Nintendo doesn't focus just on Mario.
I mean, they do quite a bit, but
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they do Zelda. They do. Apparently, they're doing a Metroid.
They're doing a Metroid.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, is he doing a Metroid?
he's doing a Metroid.
Doing the Metroid Prime 4.
It's just everyone's getting so excited, but it's just a one sentence in a press thing. It's not even a press thing. It's like a document. and that doesn't mean shit.
No, it doesn't. I just wish it was, I hope it's real. I hope it means something in the long run.
It just, one part, it's like a spreadsheet type thing, and it says like all the different things you're doing. One line says revival of IPs, and now everyone's like, "Oh my god, Jet Set Radio's coming back." It's like, no, calm down.
Right, it doesn't list anything specific, does it?
No.
Or does it? No, it doesn't.
No.
I don't think it does, no.
No, it does not.
Right, so it's just, hey guys, we remember we own other things, so
What's this
figure it out.
Rister? What's this Rister you're talking about?
Oh, please. That'd be so good. That should come back. I thought it was pronounced Rystar, though.
I think he was making a funny
Is it?
sketch.
I don't know, because I've heard people genuinely call it Rystar.
Do you guys remember Sonic?
I don't.
No.
No.
Moving on.
Whoa!
David, you're getting worse and worse. Sonic Revolution is a fan convention in the United States, and you may be happy to know that you can now buy tickets. They're now on sale via Eventbrite. There's a whole host of people, including someone in the show today.
Woo!
It's not Scourge.
If you want to be from... yes, SassoStudios listed on the website as Sonic fan content creator. Apparently, you've got a title now. That's fun. You're going to be there, Jim. Matt's going to be there. Belena Productions going to be there. Whole other people I don't recognise. Basically, every person who's worked on Sonic Boom is going to be there.
Everyone ever? That's a lot.
Well, it just
The singer?
Yes. Everyone.
Guest appearance, the woman that sung Sonic Boom. Why?
So
There's
if you
nothing
want,
wrong with prestige.
so if you go on eventbrite.com and just search Sonic Revolution 2017, you'll be able to buy your ticket. They are just $15. Super cheap.
Oh, I guess
Whoa!
it's...
Yes, go buy the tickets and come meet me, and as well as other awesome Sonic YouTubers and Sonic Boom people.
Oh.
It's going to be so exciting.
Well, I don't know what other awesome YouTubers. I know Matt's going, but I don't know if he qualifies. As an awesome
What's that guy? His
Aw.
name?
I made a,
Whale.
I made fun of Matt. I'm sorry.
Who's the whale guy?
Interestingly, Emily Jones is going, and the only thing she's credited as on the ticket page is the voice actor in Big's Fishing Adventure Free.
She's done nothing else.
Nothing else,
And that's
just
not
that.
even out
Please,
yet.
she get actual credit.
The special guest voice actor for unreleased fan game.
Hey, it's coming
Voice
out
actor for,
eventually.
don't forget voice actress for unreleased fan show.
I'm
Yes.
hopefully gonna, if you do go, hopefully there'll be some Sonic Show swag for you to get at the event too. Maybe.
That's how
Whatever I couldn't flog at Summer of Sonic, you can.
Just wait.
Are we allowed to say the other thing, or is that actually not a news topic we're talking about?
What topic?
The topic that's happening in October.
For UK peeps.
Oh, that's coming up.
Okay, thank you. Just needed that
Well, I
clarification.
might as well just go straight into it, to fuck's sake.
You're also impatient.
David.
Whoa, when it
There we
comes
go.
to news.
Don't live in America? Do you live in the UK? Don't worry. Autumn's the perfect time to go to the beach.
Stop your weeping.
You can go to Western Supersonic. It's a UK fan convention. It's in its 4th year, and usually held in January when everyone loves going to the beach when it's rainy and cold and sometimes frozen.
Windy.
And
And the perfect time to carry a
all the
giant
donkeys on the beach
watermelon.
have died and stuff from hypothermia and things.
Oh.
But
Is that what
Oh no.
But this time it's in October, and thanks to global warming, it might still be sunny. Yay!
Thanks.
Now the Sonic Show is
Has it ever been
100% gonna
sunny?
be there. We're not final on which members of the Sonic Show are going to be there, but the Sonic Show will be there, and we will be doing something on stage. Because basically, as it stands at the moment, we've got free reign to do as much as we want, and we're probably going to abuse that. So it's just going to be us and Uncle Poxy for 9 hours.
Yes.
Well, if
it
you-
worked last time.
If you raise some money, maybe I could fly out to the United K
Yeah, who wants that big fishing? Shut up,
David.
Joking. I really want
David,
that.
I got. If we're gonna fly you out, weren't gonna fly you out for Summer of Sonic. I'm not flying you out for Western Sonic.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, it's a bit of
Well, Summer of Sonic. That was before I was doing this regularly, so it's not like
Yeah,
That's
he's
true,
right.
Actually.
Now he's a member.
right.
That's
so
true. You got
maybe you
artwork,
would've-
yeah.
Yeah, maybe you would have.
You need as many people there as you can.
Oh, can you
I don't know
imagine
how
if we
many people
all
are gonna-
managed to get together and like do a face-to-face recording like on at Western Super?
That'd be nice.
That would be just completely strange. The audience would give no shits about it.
True.
That's all.
If we just be, you know what? Fuck you guys.
I've
Yeah,
actually
we-
checked, like just for reference, like journey from here to Western Supermare, and it's saying right now it's saying 7-hour journey, and I'm like, no.
Dude, don't even
Like-
worry. I was on a train for I think 6 hours, and when I got to when I ended up getting to Western, I called Jamie saying I took the wrong train.
Oh,
That
God.
wasn't funny.
That was hilarious.
wasn't
So I was
funny.
standing right next
I
to you.
was
What are you-
cold. I was waiting for you, and I was holding a 5-foot Evil the Hedgehog cardboard cutout.
That is true.
It's a great image.
It was a great time.
I was very stressed out. However, we'll do it because I seem to remember it was good shenanigans. We did have a good laugh.
It was fun, and I got sad when you left me at the train station.
You have that happen a lot. People leave you at train stations after Sonic
Did you like,
meetups.
stay there a day, Pox, and then go back the next day, or?
Yeah, we did, and we watched Babe Station.
What?
Wait. We'll discuss that after the show. Moving on to the next
Okay.
news item. Oh, the point is, West Super Sonic's going to be in October. If you live in the UK and want to meet any of the Sonic Show cast, we will be there. A Kickstarter will be announced soon. Keep your ears peeled. Meanwhile, Archie news.
Yes. Are you
Keep us
okay?
in suspense.
Are you okay, Jay? Did I kill you?
No, every time we just it's become
Uh-oh. Tell
basically the new
us,
segment is
Jay.
the new segment has basically become the boom rating segment and the Archie still haven't said anything segment.
Oh, I like these stories. I've never heard one of these before.
At least there's some consistency to it.
However, since they have tweeted regarding Sonic since we last recorded to say to a
Oh.
person called Matthew, who
Oh.
was very angry.
Matthew.
They replied saying, "Hey Matt, we understand you're frustrated. We're in talks with Sega regarding Sonic, and when we have an update to share, we'll let you know." So, in other words, no fucking news from Archie yet. Just fucking...
But are you watching Riverdale? Look, Riverdale. It's
I
on.
actually just finished it. Oh my god.
Oh,
my god.
Did you like it?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you
I
okay?
love watching Cole Sprouse do the sex on the table with Betty.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
Who's having sex with Betty?
Wait.
Meanwhile,
Jughead. Wait, no, Jughead's asexual. Jughead can't have sex.
Yeah.
guys,
In
wait,
moral
what?
of the story,
Discussing-
no one
We're gonna
cares
talk about
about
Sonic.
Archie.
Yes.
No, we're gonna talk about
No,
Jughead
wait,
right now.
David,
Is
do
it-
not
is
go on
it-
off topic.
If I'm gonna,
Okay.
if I'm gonna leave this on anything, then Veronica and Archie are currently dating.
I don't even know who
Are
either
they
of these
shit?
characters are. Right. Anyway, the important thing is
No, what?
Archie
And there's
won't
an incest
accept.
story too.
Archie won't
Oh, great.
accept that the Sonic comics are dead because apparently when Sonic projects die, no one is brave enough to admit they're over. The Sonic comics with Archie, Big's Big Fish and Adventure Free, nobody's
Get away.
willing to admit that it's dead. Right?
I love how Misadventures has just become an
So much
immediate
death.
category that we don't even need to bring it up anymore.
Well,
Everything is fine.
the thing is, Foxy, I was going to invest in getting the Misadventures news segment done as a proper voiceover and thought, no.
No, why would you do that to
Because I
yourself?
was like,
Oh my goodness.
it's a segment. It was going to be funny if something was going to happen, but it's now just sad when we do it. Next news item.
That's a lot of money.
No, bad thing.
Oh,
Oh.
Wrong music,
Sorry.
Jamie.
Guys, some new footage from Sonic Mania.
Long
turned
Tom
up.
investment, sorry.
What are you talking about?
New footage from Sonic Mania was released on the internet showing Knuckles in Flying Battery Zone. Thoughts?
Yes.
Ooh,
that's the good game.
Can I just say,
David.
Mania is looking amazing.
What? Did I spoil the headline? Look, Mania's the good one.
Wow, David.
Is he wrong? I don't think he's wrong.
That's your opinion.
Oh my
This is
god.
the zone.
Listen,
I was actually gonna say
This is
something.
the zone for opinions.
listen, I respect your opinion, but are you fucking kidding me, Chad?
God.
Like, I don't know anyone named Chad anymore, but what I do know is that Flying Battery Zone looks exciting.
It
And
does.
it's cool.
It
And
looks
Mania,
just like Flying Battery from Sonic 3.
yeah, but I mean, there's
It looks
there's
just
hints.
like Flying Battery from Sonic 3.
I didn't even notice the
Tanner was
attention in the
going-
background.
Yeah, Tanner was going off on one on Twitter about how like the palette's changed and like the clouds have changed. Everything's better animated now and things,
Do you
and
hear that?
Thing is, though-
shading and shit.
Thing is, though, he is 100%.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? It's the winds of change.
Oh my god.
No, but Tanner has a valid point. If you compare it, there is a lot different. Even the background is completely different. Just things like that. I think people who keep going, oh, it's just rehashed levels. There's a lot more effort going into those levels returning than just.
People are
like,
bitching though about
copy
it, going,
and
"Why does it look exactly the same as the original?" And I'm like, "Cause it's a remake of the original.
Yeah.
What did you expect? Were you expecting anything else?"
Why is this game not in 3D? Why does Classic Sonic not control the same?
Why isn't the shadow in this game?
I think it just comes down to the deep-rooted problem that no one's willing to admit. No one likes remade stages in anything. No one likes remade Sonic stages. Everyone bitches about them.
No, people like remade stages
Apparently.
when they're not Green Hill Zone.
Oh, yes.
Well, this flying battery thing is disproving that now, because everyone's bitching about that one now.
Look,
I
we
like
can't
Flying
please
Battery.
fans.
Sega, I
fans'
love
videos.
flying battery. Yeah. Sega should just come out and be like, "We've cancelled all remade stages," and then watch them all go, "No, wait, we want them back again."
No, we just cancel Mania.
Yeah.
Aw.
Then we can focus on the better game.
Oh,
Big,
shit.
big fishing adventure.
Exactly.
Now, that is all the news we have for today. But before we move along, David.
Right, absolutely no other news is ever happening.
No. David.
That's it.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
David.
Nothing else
David,
exists.
David.
Yes.
Today is a special day for you
Hello.
Look into
Can you
my
hear
eyes.
me?
because
Hello.
you have, ever since you joined the podcast, you have been looking forward to having someone on the show.
Yeah. I brought it up.
You
once or
brought it up
twice.
more than once.
Or many.
You've mentioned him more than once. And finally,
Uh-huh.
you and little old Jimbo,
Yeah.
are on the show together. So,
Together at last.
David,
Jim Sass.
David, I want you to have a little private moment. Ask him anything you want, because you've been waiting for this for like half a year to have to
Have
be
you
together.
really been waiting this long, David?
Well, okay. Now here's the thing. Okay.
Wait, before you continue, David, I just need to play some fitting music for this private moment. 1 second. There you go. Come on.
Please.
I feel like it's happening and we don't have any control over
Why
it.
does David get to meet the person he went on the live stream and Donnie just doesn't tell me when some call me Johnny's on the live stream?
Some call me Johnny was. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was.
Yes. Okay. So, it's a smooth groove. Okay. So,
Hey, David.
hi Jim. So, once upon a time, I
A long time ago.
a long time. Let's, like a little while back before I ever was on this show, I discovered it existed. I was like, oh man, there's Sonic podcasts. It seems like a bad idea. Generally, it is, and I saw.
Then we all joined anyways.
Right, I saw there was an episode where this fellow, Mr. Jim Sass, was on it. You were talking about fan films, and I went, "Oh no!"
Fan films.
Yeah, because you discussed the Sonic fan film as a concept. You talked about, not just ones that you maybe have been involved in the past. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, if I was in there, I wonder what I would have done, because once upon a time, a long time ago, Jim made a movie.
Every time. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Continue, please.
Okay. You made a little movie called Return to Little Planet 2.
RTLP2.
RTLP2, right?
So
and I know when it came out, I did watch it, and I know I wrote something about it.
did you?
Yeah, and I was always kind of curious about whether or not you or anyone involved in the production ever saw it, and I even had a dream a few days afterwards where I dreamt about you, and I met you in a parking lot, and I started talking about it, and you became very distraught
lover.
and told me to
I
leave.
ship it so much.
And I was like, I don't know what this means.
I feel like in a very, I don't know, in a very strange way, things have kind of come full circle, because when Jamie mentioned that you were going to be on this podcast, I didn't know how to feel. So after some reflection, I thought it would be best to reach out to you beforehand. But I didn't know that we were gonna that this was going to happen live on air today. That we were gonna have this discussion.
Right. Well, because I've thought about it. Okay. I know I was like, oh, I don't need to. I reread my review and I rewatched the film, and I know certain parts of the review maybe I was a skosh too angry, but you have to understand, at the time I was like, there were these three groups of people making Sonic fan films, right?
Sure.
There was Richard Kuda working on the animated film, and then there was Eddie LeBron working on the hybrid film. And I got angry at all of them because I felt like at the time, because Sonic was at a weird place, and if you think about Sonic in media, you had the TV shows never really were the games. Sonic X was kind of weird. The OVA was too short. If you're gonna make a fan film, I was like, it should really try to do be what the best of the games is. And part of the reason why I was like, because see Jim, I guess I don't want to be rude, I don't want to be mean, but the first question I've been like, I wanted to ask is
Will you
why?
marry me?
No. I just
Yes.
Oh.
Return to Little Planet 2 confused me a lot.
Oh, jeez.
It
Oh wow.
What'd you think of the first one?
The first one, I didn't think it was the greatest thing, but
Oh, that's
I
exciting.
could tell
That's exciting.
I could tell that you were having fun. That it was like you had an idea, you wanted to do it.
I could
You
see
had a roll in time, middle and end. It was internally consistent. I mean, there were a couple things that was like, but it wasn't like, oh, I hate this. I was like, yeah, it was fine. It was
Why would Sonic wear a blue shirt?
What's going on with that?
Well, I mean, once you get past the idea that it's a live action Sonic movie, I was like, that wasn't too bad. You could tell you don't have money to do weird, crazy things. So within the confines of what you were working with, I thought it was fine. It was amusing at certain points, and it's been a little while. I didn't get to watch it.
Amuse you? Besides the incredible acting, I'm sure.
The incredible act. I don't know, there were some parts that were kind of because one of the things that I know kind of confused me about the second one was that there was a distinct lack of Knuckles.
Of Knuckles?
All the characters in the first one were kind of balanced out, and even though I didn't fully understand Sally, because it wasn't really Sally, it was something else called Sally.
It was silly.
something. It's just something else.
It was just the name that it was just the name. It wasn't the character that bothered me. It was just the name. That's all. So I wasn't like, who is this? Why is she acting that way? I'm like, oh, you could have called her anything. But that's a nitpick. That's not I'm angry. That's not I'm confused. That's just whatever.
Her character is actually going to be returning in some form in my actual animations now. I don't know. It's going to be this character called Mika, which is going to be very similar to that character because it was a lot of fun, I guess, writing that character back in the day. But that's just like a little side note, I guess. But
right, see, that makes sense to me. Like her character's fine. She's just not Princess Sally Acorn of the House of Acorn.
David.
Sure.
David.
Sure.
Okay,
David,
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 yes.
David, just quick sign. When I said you could have a brief moment, you've spent about 5 minutes and you've not asked anything. You can continue.
Okay. Let me ask some stuff. Look, it's because I haven't really, this is a little weird. It was like, who else? There was
Everyone
somebody
gets
else that I
nervous
met.
on a first date. It's fine.
I was just gonna say.
I know, I'm kind of nervous over here, to be honest, but it's okay.
It's the way David looks at you, isn't it, that makes you nervous?
A little bit.
I guess because I remember when you were promoting it and you had like those little character trailers where there was like one for Silver and I forget if there was one for Shadow and like movie at all or referenced, and I thought that was kind of, it felt to me like there was a lot that you cut out products. I guess I don't know how much had you planned and how much had you filmed that you threw on the cutting room floor before what came out. Let me ask that first.
Is this music still going?
Yeah.
It's leaving like 5 minutes.
It's still happening. Well, there's. I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. I mean, I definitely cut out some parts, and I was doing a lot of writing and rewriting and whatnot. And was anybody you did storyboard it? No, not really. The animations now are storyboarded, but I mean, like I said, with the first one, I had a lot of fun making it, but with the second one, really not so much. I think it just was taking a really, really long time, and I just wanted to release it in some capacity. Like, looking back at it now, I probably would have waited a little longer. But I mean, just as we were speaking before on Facebook, like if I had the means to source filmmaker, I probably would have made the movies in some capacity with source filmmaker.
Right.
But I mean, I guess just to answer your question, yeah, there was definitely some stuff cut.
Right, because it sort of ends.
It has
like in the middle of something.
It has this incomplete nature to it. You're right.
Yeah, like there's a lot of random bits and ideas, right? That are like kind of exist, and it felt like they were just like moments instead. I feel kind of bad that I'm like, because I don't want to be like I
just kids already.
Don't be scared.
Another big question that I've always wondered. Okay, because both of them are called Return to Little Planet, right?
So when does it return to Little Planet?
Jesus.
Never go for the
Oh my goodness.
In the third one they do.
In the third. Right, like
Yeah.
Are you recording through a Microsoft Kinect?
Yeah.
I'm using my Logitech microphone. Is it really bad?
Well, there was a moment there where it sounded like you were eating the microphone.
Oh god.
Like not to
right.
be too judgmental, but
It just looks so delicious.
I know the feeling. I've had many in my time.
Little Planet.
Many
It's
of my
talked
friends
about
are.
in the prologue to the first one. You kind of see it for half a second in the second one. And I'm like, oh man, when are they going to return? When are they going to? They never do. And then it ends and it's over. And I'm like, I'm so confused by everything. Like, it was just.
Sure. I get it.
I want to see some Little Planet. I want to know what's going on there.
You can always go to Sonic 4 episode 2. Oh.
That's true.
No, that's not happening. And yeah, like I know you like certain actors were switched, like Eggman Robotnik in the first one. It's definitely not the same guy as the second one. I don't remember their names.
Jamie, I think you're just letting some music loop and you don't even know what music is.
I guess.
Oh, he's playing Kiss the Go.
No, like no, like I need to do this for a while. I need to really dive in.
No, you don't, David. We are on a time schedule. There is a show after us. You may have not noticed. A really big fucking important trailer came out today we need to talk about.
It's not my fault that Sega is trying to ruin my in-depth interview with Jim Sass.
You know, we can always just not talk about that. We can always just talk about Sonic.
Or I mean, we could always skip learning with Lurker and go back to this after.
Let's just do Jim's episode on
David.
again.
We're gonna have to move on, because in the 15 minutes, you asked him 2 questions and basically just reminded him of a film he already made.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just okay.
Why don't we talk in Discord afterwards?
There you go. Ooh.
Oh my.
Buy him a
Absolutely
cock.
not.
I'm just so.
Remember,
I had no idea.
David, it's your first date.
Felt like I had to. Man, because people might not even know what I'm talking about. If I'm just like, yeah, so what was going on with Robotnik and waking up from that coma, and who were those women? What was with the girl? Like, was she actually from the past and the future, or was it just the same actor? Like, why was there a comment about that girl's glasses? Like, that's
so many questions.
Things.
So many questions. We'll never ever.
And I also
answered.
don't want to come off like an asshole. Let's just be fair,
Right. We're now gonna go.
It's okay.
David, it's fine. Everyone's nervous and they can't perform sometimes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. And David, you didn't ask the one question I thought you were gonna ask.
Actually, I was gonna say, like, I understand, David, like that. At that time, you were worried about like just the overall quality of like the Sonic franchise, and I understand and respect the fact that you want to see the same amount of quality from the fan community as well as from the game. So like I totally understand and respect that.
Yeah, that was.
And they all lived happily ever after. Right, music break. God. Guys, a trailer came. Oh wait, before I discuss it, we need to play the thing. Let's play the fucking thing.
Warning, the following segment contains opinions. Try not to be triggered. It couldn't be an opinion zone without opinions after all. Talking of which, today's topic of drivel is...
the death of the Sonic. No,
My ass.
Yeah, a trailer came out today, and we saw a thing, and we finally found out who that mysterious third character was. And in a shock surprise to everyone, especially 3 people in this chat, it was revealed that it was a create your own character, which is interesting.
Dramatic pause.
In the press release, Sega announced that today they revealed the third gameplay style in Sonic Force. It's a powerful, gadget-touting, customizable character. For the first time in the Sonic series, players can create their own original character. Fuck me. No. And customize how the character plays and how it looks. This newly revealed playstyle in Sonic Forces is in addition to the previously revealed modern and classic Sonic. In this just announced gameplay style, players will be equipping their custom character with one of the variety of powerful, unique gadgets called... Really? I haven't read this before. Is that Wispens?
Have you seen this?
Oh yeah,
Wispens?
Wispens.
Wispens?
Yes, Wispens.
Oh, I'm so triggered right now.
Oh my
Do you get it? Do you get it? It's a pun. Do you get the pun, Jamie? I don't know if you get the pun, but you use a wisp, right?
Wisp
to power the weapon.
David, I hate you.
So
it doesn't make me.
Yeah, get it, Dave.
Wispins
It's-
wear an evolution of the Colors powers from Sonic Colors and double as
Oh,
both offensive abilities and as a way to platform through levels quickly, along with the Wispin. I hate it! The hero character will have a grappling hook they can utilize to quickly traverse across zones. Players
It's
can also...
literally just a homing attack.
Yeah.
It's literally just a homing attack.
Players can also I didn't think about that, Poxy. You've ruined it. Oh no. The players can also customize the hero character's looks by choosing and swapping them between hundreds of accessories, including glasses that don't sit on their ears, and outfit options to change the character's appearance as they play through the game. Now, for those of you who don't know, because you may have just tried to avoid this, the 7 available animal types is a wolf that automatically draws in rings when near them. Sounds familiar.
As wolves do.
Rabbit, which has a longer invincible time after receiving damage. Okay. The cat,
rabbits do.
meow meow, keeps 1 ring after being hit, so easy mode.
Yeah.
The dog restarts with 5 rings after the player dies. I'm glad to know they've already planned a lot of death.
right?
The bear, not a gay thing, blows. Oh no, that was a bad segue. The bear who blows away enemies with a homing attack. So
Wait a minute.
So the bear has the homing attack.
yeah, a bird who flies high with double jump. That's not really flying. And a hedgehog who collects rings when getting damaged. Not really sure how that works.
How does that work?
What?
I don't know.
Well, maybe it's like when you get hit, your rings fly, but then your ring counter just starts increasing at a certain pace. Maybe
That's
I don't
stupid.
know.
No matter
the hedgehog, the homing attack.
I haven't.
Whoa!
No matter what hero the player chooses to create, it will be featured throughout the entire game. In a first for the Sonic franchise, great. A character the player creates will be a key part of the story, great. Appearing not only in cutscenes, oh no, but by being a crucial element in helping Sonic reclaim the world from Eggman's domination. Thoughts?
Nomination? What was he nominated for?
Domination, you twat.
That's not what you said.
How are we feeling? What was okay? Let's go through the group. When we first saw this, what was our what was our first reaction to this, Nicole?
Oh god, okay, I didn't know I was going first. I got mixed feelings about it. I mean, I'm in terms of the actual concept itself of having your own character and all that, I don't mind it. I'm actually all for it. I wouldn't be as for it if it was like an ongoing thing. I would want it just to be a one-time thing.
Your OCs will be in every game.
Oh god, no. Yeah, but the idea itself is pretty cool. I like the grappling hook kind of thing going on.
I like the grappling hook until Poxy just said it was a homing attack, and now I'm looking at the footage. That is exactly what it is. Poxy, you ruined the one thing I liked about this character.
What are you talking about? I thought you would love it, tips the glasses.
That's pretty fucking snazzy. No, I don't like the glasses, because he's not wearing them on his ears. They're just hovering on the side of his face. That's not how you wear glasses. Sonic Team, do it again!
The models aren't great. I don't like the models.
It's so nasty.
They look really
bodies,
fan-gamey. They look so fan-gamey.
Yeah, it's like the bodies are very
long.
Fan
characters.
It looks like kind of Sonic Boom-ish type in terms of the bodies. They're just long.
Maybe that's the point.
No,
Maybe
stop.
that's what they wanted.
So yeah, I mean, and the mouths are giant and in the middle, which is weird, especially the cat one, because Blaze doesn't have that kind of mouth. So it's like, what the fuck? The muzzles are off. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm still looking forward to it, but it's just the models are
Some mixed emotions from you. Scourge, when you first saw the trailer, what was your first reaction?
My first reaction was, what? I thought this was going to be at E3. What? And then I watched it, and I don't like the OC that they showed in the CG.
Isn't it a weird choice?
That was a really bad choice.
Out of all the like, they've got Edge the
It's a
rabbit.
really bad choice.
They've got,
yeah,
Funky
like Edge the
bear.
rabbit. I would have actually preferred Edge the rabbit.
Which is his name
but
now.
instead they went with Hipster the cat or some shit. I don't know what he was. Fox. I don't fucking
Latte
know.
the cat.
Wolf. Yeah, Latte the fox wolf cat.
I believe it's a wolf.
Okay, so to be fair though, I actually have said to Nicole like a year ago, I think, I imagine if they did OCs in a Sonic game, and I've been like, a lot of franchises have hopped on that bandwagon at one point or another. We get, custom characters in all kinds of games where you can build them up and give them items and give them clothes and level them up. And I said, maybe they'll do it one day, and we are at that time. And I'm not against it if it's handled decently. I mean, we've only seen a little snippet. We haven't seen all the customization options. We haven't seen what relevance they have to the plot, which is probably going to be fuck fiddly all. They're going to be like, oh, hey, you were here the whole time. We're only just meeting you now. Oh, what's that? You don't speak too? Like my classic self? Well, fuck me. I have no one to talk to.
What if you get to choose a voice? Like,
there is most likely you will not be able to, because most customs in games don't have any spoken dialogue apart from ha, huh.
Are we gonna have like a ukulele kind of voice actor?
It'll be like it'll give you a selection. It'll give you a selection of attack noises. Like female voice 1, male voice 1. Blah blah.
What if we get like what if we do what Xenoverse did, and they have like you can have like Billina Productions as Sonic, and he goes.
That'd be hilarious. Basically, there'll be probably like little tiny quotes, but they won't actually say anything in the cutscenes.
And you got the Jamie mod that's just like
and then it's my mod where it's just like theory.
I was thinking more.
I can't for the mod scene.
No, honestly, I thought Scourge would be more like.
That's true. Sir Sasso.
It's because I smoke.
Sir Sasso of Studios, as I will now call you forever. What was your first reaction when watching this trailer?
Can you hear me better now, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like I said earlier, like I thought it was like a fan creation. I thought it was like a cutscene from some sort of like fan game or whatever. I thought they just inserted the character in post or whatever, but it's a real thing that's happening. So the custom characters. I mean, I basically what you guys said. I pretty much agree with. Here's a question. So for the CG cutscenes, are they gonna have like? Are they not gonna show the fan character in those like? Really?
Duh.
It's just.
I guess that's it. Yeah.
It depends where the OC what he or she does in the story. Because if like there's a brilliant opening CG cutscene where Sonic is doing a thing, maybe story yet, so they can just avoid it.
I was going to say, because you think about the last two big main Sonic games, and they didn't really have much in terms of CG cutscenes, like the opening and the end, and that was it.
There was one.
There was
one in the last modern Sonic game.
I know.
There was more than one in Lost World.
You just referenced this as well, and a lot of people are already drawing parallels to another game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, with a lot of custom character share in it. But they might do what Xenoverse did. In Xenoverse, in the anime cutscenes, that you can't be in. At certain parts, the perspective was in first person of you watching the other characters.
Okay,
they could do that.
That's good.
Yeah, that's an option.
That's actually kind of that's immersion to the fucking extreme.
It wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess.
No, it's like you'd be talking to Sonic. That'd be kind of nice.
Licking the screen.
The camera seems to be VR, so you can like put on the headset and like run the Sonic.
And all the little kids, be like, "So, buddy, are you ready to go on an adventure, buddy?"
Oh God, no! Make it stop, David. David, I dare to ask, what was your first reaction when watching this trailer for the first time, with the fresh first time?
Well, right, I woke up.
I don't need the whole backstory.
Went to my. No, this is what we're doing.
Okay, all right.
Right now, I had very mixed emotions when I saw it. Because my initial thought is like create a character is a very, 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 very bad idea. Don't do it, please don't. No. But like it doesn't look as bad as I thought it might be. That's not to say it looks fantastic, but it's better than I thought. I mean, there's still weird things about it. I mean, watching that CG teaser, I like classic Sonic, I thought looked super weird in it for some reason. And modern Sonic seemed kind of odd, like his hands were super huge, and then you have this thing in the middle, and you're like, oh,
This thing.
right. Well, it can be I'm assuming it can be like male or female or non-binary, or whatever you want to call it. Sonic characters. I don't know.
Transgender fan
Helicopter.
characters.
But the gameplay could be fun. I think even though the grappling hook could have certain elements of like homing attack or whatever, there's like more to it because there's the wisps and then it
the homing attack.
transforms and like they hit it and burst or
homing
whatever. It becomes a flamethrower. And like there could
like a boost.
interesting gameplay idea. Yeah, it could be interesting gameplay ideas wrapped up in it. But I just want to know who said it was a good idea in the first place, because Sega has to know about like the world of DeviantArt and fandom and OCs and like all of that. Which
David, surely that they know about that, and this is why they've done it. They're desperately appealing to that audience because they know there is a huge everyone, whether you want to admit it or not, at some point in your life you have drawn a fan character.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody has. Maybe like I
about.
made one like back like in the 90s, and but
look, Fist thinking does no one. I don't know.
Everyone's done
I've
it.
never made a black tails.
It's like,
David the Lurker wasn't a purple hedgehog at any point in the
So-
I don't know.
We don't need to bring up any light blue Sonics that imitated another fan character.
and people who add, when you add user-generated things to games, they're really popular. And I guess Sega thought, fuck it, we don't care if critically this is going to get absolutely raped, not by everyone. Like already, Kotaku straight away, this is the way to make your fanfics come to life. Polygon, their article about it, the thumbnail wasn't from any of the games; it was of the Cold Steel the Hedgehog giving a fingers up. Like that's the way the media are going to look at it straight away, and the Sega are going, fuck it. Who cares what they think of Sonic? But we know if we make this, it's going to sell, and that means more than making a good product.
But would you
Well, here's a
prefer
question.
this? I'm putting it in the Radio Sega chat as well.
Oh no!
What do you mean Boom Sonic?
Would you prefer that?
Medium.
I thought that yes, actually I would have. Does that make me a bad person?
Oh fuck no!
Probably.
Fuck no!
Honestly, yeah.
No.
I mean, can I be honest? Actually, no, I'll do it whenever it gets to my point to say.
Yeah, but I just
I got some opinions that I need to let out.
I would have preferred.
Why insert something bad when you actually can make something and pretend it's good?
But we'll go to Foxy. But I want to just say, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, so this cat looks weird, and I was like, oh great, you can change his gloves, whatever. I don't really understand. Maybe his upgrades. And then I don't know why it really bothered me how they got this ugly fucking glasses on it. Like,
And then he had a scouter, and it was over 9,000.
and then it was just really strange. And then it was revealed. Obviously, you can create your own characters. Which I think we've mentioned once in the show before, well, that would be a terrible idea. Apparently they're doing it, so there we go. It is what it is. I don't like the idea purely from the perspective of, I think Sega need to be careful with their brand and how it's perceived, and they did such a good... We've discussed this so many times on the show, but like back with Generations, like the brand was on point, everyone just would universally agree, oh wait, Sonic is currently good, and for some reason, if Sonic's currently good or currently bad, that seems to change people's opinion on what the franchise has always been like. So if it's in a good place, oh yeah, the old games were great, he's had some up and downs. When the current games are bad, they're like, Sonic's always been shit. It's really weird how people sort of like change their memories of things reflecting on how they currently feel. This game does not know what it wants to be. It's appealing to people who want a generation who want to make their own characters. It's got the grunge paint stuff, so it's appealing to a very like, it's got this like moody, edgy thing, and then also got the whole DeviantArt thing. But then it's also got classic Sonic and Green Hill Zone in it. Like, I don't know what this game wants to be, and the more I see of it, the less clear the vision is for this project. I'm even less sure what they're trying to appeal to. But
that's the one thing that like concerned me the most when I saw this, though, is that I was convinced that the third gameplay style would be a third gameplay style. The thing that disappoints me the most from this is that it's literally just modern Sonic with gadgets.
Yeah.
And it makes it really feel like
but-
classic Sonic, why are you here now?
With
Like,
this
you are
thing-
literally the odd one out in this game
He
now.
is literally the good one out, and I will say that, look, the one thing I did like, everyone's seen the trailer, I don't know if anyone's aware, there is actually a Sonic channel also uploaded gameplay footage of this third character. It's actually got, the level music actually has vocals in it.
I know, that's amazing. I was like,
That was cool.
But, I actually thought the gameplay looked interesting because it seems to basically be Modern Sonic to a degree. Obviously, we have no idea; it's such little footage, but it seemed to be even using the same levels. But had with the grappling hook and all these sort of bits, it's like, well, why does this character have to have like Modern Sonic but with more interesting gimmicks? Why couldn't Sonic have those interesting gimmicks? Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
yeah.
because now you've just got Modern Sonic being the vanilla one, and now you've got Fan the character who's basically that plus interesting things like, oh, you can grapple up things and do swing around hoop and all this sort of stuff. I find it interesting because it's very similar, so why make it so similar? Why not make it completely different? And I also agree, after watching this trailer, I seriously don't understand why Classic Sonic is there, especially with Sonic Mania. I
think the reason someone said, like, I swear someone at Sega said, there was a quote or something where they said the reason your character has, like, people was like, I had a few friends of mine who were really disappointed that the OC doesn't have like the option to have like powers, like, you know, you can choose speed or strength you know, blaze powers or something, and I think they said something like the reason they have gadgets is because you're not Sonic. That's what they said. They said, you're not Sonic, you need these gadgets, basically.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you have gadgets or it come naturally to you or it was given from your mum because fuck knows
Bear in
fan
mind, all
character
the shit that
backstories.
we've seen, like the flamethrower and the grappling hook, that's just what we've seen. That might not be default, that might be just what you can select.
I feel we need to let Poxy have a chance to speak because he hasn't said anything.
I'm sorry.
Poxy, obviously you've seen the footage. I assume you've seen the gameplay as well. I'm sure you've got quite a lot of thoughts to express.
Why? Everyone's already said everything. Like, it's the same thing. I saw the trailer and it was like, huh, okay. The speculation of character creation was going around for a while, so I wasn't too surprised. Seeing the character made me feel kind of let down. But like, Jamie, like what you said, this game is losing its identity. And I remember when, like, there's this video on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure there's tons of them, of, you know, the trailer being revealed, and the screams of the people, and the cheering, and you could hear people crying, and Kyle Blue Spin Dash was freaking out, and it's like, oh my god, it's great. You know, and then we're getting like, oh, it's some concept art. Oh my god, here's the main theme. Oh my god. And then, hey guys, it's classic Sonic. Okay. And then it's like, here's the third gameplay style. It's a cat thing. Right, okay. And then, like, we find out that the build that we see in the Nintendo Direct of Green Hill is different from the build of the trailer that we saw, which is different from the build in the screenshots that they posted. So, and you know, like, then this trailer shows up, and we're seeing this concept art, and we're like, oh, there's something new. There's a new robot thingy. Ooh, fancy. It's in Green Hill. I don't care. You know, we're seeing this stuff, and then I see the cat thing, and I see the fact that he's wearing Tails' shoes, and then he gets new shoes, and then he has, like, you can have a scouter. No, I'm gonna go with the hipster glasses with a fucking microphone stuck on it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then they jump, and it's like, oh, he's got a grappling hook because this guy can't use the homing attack. And then I'm like, wait a minute, so is this a Sonic game? And then I'm looking at these three, and I'm like, you have your character featuring two Sonics. I'm like, what is happening? And then when I saw the gameplay, I was like, you know, okay, so we're probably going to get 3 versions of each level if we're, you know, because that looks exactly like the level that we saw, you know, in Modern Sonic's gameplay. It looked very... It's very bland, very... Do you guys remember in Mario Galaxy where Yoshi would have to grab these flowers that would, like, let him swing around things in Mario Galaxy 2? Those are the vibes I got. And then I saw Burst come back who why? Why? Who wanted burst? And I'm like, oh, okay, so it gives you a jump with a gun. And apparently there's a flamethrower because they didn't want to give him a boost. I'm like, all right, this is getting a bit ridiculous now. And it goes, your OC for this, whatever. I'm like, okay. Platforming with classic Sonic, immediate footage of Sonic going through a loop with a dash pad in front of it. And blistering speeds with modern Sonic uses the boost in a straight line. And I'm like, this is not the game that I was promised. And, there are some good bits, like the fact we're getting vocals in levels. Perfect. Amazing. Mwah. We've seen that there's going to be a world map. Yes, please. Unleashed, my boy. And then but there's so many things that are weighing it down. Like we've had 2 different characters shown off in a destroyed city and Green Hill. Why? Why not just have classic Sonic? Obviously, there with Sonic and this cat guy. So why not just put classic Sonic in there? And I don't know. And the fact that, in terms of a marketing decision, choosing to go with the whole, create your own character thing is a smart move because there is a huge market, especially with Sonic. Like, not even going to deny that. Like, it's a huge market. But it's more of the fact that, like, now I feel like this game, and I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but can we just quickly touch on the fact that Pondak and Graf have just been confirmed to be writing the story?
Mm-hmm.
That made me very sad. And
That's
you know
disappointing.
What? You know what?
Yeah.
Whatever. This game is going to be exactly what everyone expected it to be. It's not going to be a sequel. It's going to be the same thing that we saw. It's going to be Lost World with another gimmick, trying to bring back some things. And I really want to stay optimistic because you know what? There are a lot of highs with this game. I love the boost formula, so I really hope that it at least feels like the boost formula because I have a feeling it's really not. Character creation, sure, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun watching people going, oh, my character's canon now because look, Sonic is talking to him.
True.
And the music's going to be insane. It's just, I don't know, man.
It's
this
very
is
interesting.
Not,
I think
this doesn't feel like a Sonic game. This doesn't feel like a Sonic game.
What sums this up quite well for me is my sister. I posted the trailer on my Facebook page, and she sent me a message because she saw it because I posted it, and she is not a Sonic fan at all. Her only experience of Sonic is by me playing it when we both were kids living together. Yeah. So she doesn't really played anything since Sonic Adventure 1 when it originally came out on the Dreamcast. She played Generations a bit when it came out, but she doesn't really give a shit. She sent me a message, and so this is from someone who does not care, yeah? She said, why do they keep bringing back classic Sonic?
Oh my god. Can I just say what Georgia said when I told her?
Yeah.
She literally just sent me, what was it? I told her that there was going to be character creation. And it's like, oh, you get to customize your own character. And literally the first thing she said, let me see if I can find it, was Sonic custom character. Do you mean make your own furry copyright?
It's true. In fact, someone's posted in the Discord a good point that the Sonic Dreams collection has sort of predicted the future. If anyone remembers that game where you could create your own character. And then a whole variety of fun things happen there. I
can't, man.
I think, personally, I thought the gameplay shown looked good. Relative to, like, Sonic. I thought it was interesting. I thought giving them this weapon that can do the grappling and have these abilities, and we've only seen, like, the fire and nothing else, but I thought, to be fair... Attack. Well, you've ruined it for me after that. But to be fair, like I thought, actually, I can't say it looks amazing, but it looks like it could go down an avenue of being good. And obviously, the more we see, the more that I feel that we could decide that. But
I really hope you're right, Jamie. I really hope you're right.
And the only other thing I want to say is everyone being so triggered because it's make your own fan character? If it was, let's say, Scourge, a few weeks ago you did live stream with Mardik about redesigning Emerald. Imagine if it was like design your own Emerald and build your own robot and things like that. Is it specifically because it's like people can make Green the Hedgehog that's why people were so outraged? If it was anything else, or I don't know. Why are people so bothered about this whole concept?
I don't know.
So we're just all angry, but we
Because
don't know
Sonic
why.
fanbase.
We're all
Because
angry
Sonic
with no
fanbase.
reason. We're just because we're Sonic fans, and we're never happy. Okay,
Pretty much.
that's fine.
You can't please a Sonic fan.
It's just kind of like, yeah, right. Like Pox, you did bring up a good point though about like how the one of the gadgets is basically just the homing attack.
You shouldn't be given a weapon because you're not Sonic. You should be given a weapon
worries
because
me.
you are someone else.
It just worries me that like the rest of the gadgets might just be copies of other people's shit, but then in some ways that might be kind of good because you could have like a gadget that lets you teleport and stuff, you know, and that's never been seen in modern Sonic gameplay gameplay.
Someone brought up a concept that because you see how there's missions, right?
Yeah, I noticed that.
You can go to like different characters and they give you their ability, and like
That'd be cool.
I'm trying to see if I can find who said that. You guys keep talking because I want to find out who said
You get like a drill gadget to dig like Knuckles.
Sorry, I heard you say drill.
This is the only downside of. I mean, the fact
The
that
only?
he has a weapon, but really it's just wisp powers.
Yeah.
But it's not because it's wispons, because puns.
It's a weapon running on wisp power.
This guy's literally just wisp the character.
So it's. There's
why
a
they're
little
there.
bit-
What's the purpose?
But then it does make you think. Well, if it could have just been Sonic having wisp powers, did it need a third gameplay style?
Actually, one quick thing. No one's actually spoken about this. Has anyone else noticed that, like, some wisp capsules changed color?
Yeah, they went yellow or whatever.
Yeah, went from yellow to purple. So does that mean that
Yeah.
we're either going to have custom? Do you reckon they're going to do a thing where we have to meet wisps along the way,
Probably.
or do you reckon there might be a thing where you can swap out wisps?
Or that.
Guys, you can
I hope
create
it's
your
neither.
own wisps now. Custom wisps.
You can call them wispums.
Who do you think is making all these gadgets for the custom character Tails?
Tails probably. Give Tails a reason why he's still not playable. Don't worry,
His
Bob,
legs are
not
broken.
only am
I
gonna
have.
help
I've
you-
noticed they have made a specific point of, except for the Hedgehog, you won't be able to make any of the existing characters or any. It's like there are a lot of like fan characters that are foxes and echidnas. Yep, you're fucked. Sorry.
None of them are foxes.
How am I supposed to play this game as Lara Sue if an echidna is not one of the available
I guess
options?
I suppose if they had
That's a lie.
echidnas like in it that you could play as, it would change the way the character reacts to you. Because if you were an echidna and then you went up to Knuckles, he'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" What do you
Do you guys want me to give you something that you can't unsee?
What?
Go on.
Right, if you go back,
This
if you
works
go
really well
back
for an
and watch
audio
the custom
format.
hero trailer. If you go back and watch the custom hero trailer, and after it says a new hero will rise, looks like this wolf guy's just jacking off to what's happening, and then he just runs forward.
No, that's not.
Go look at it. Go look at it. right now.
When?
Oh.
At the very end.
On our channel, it's at 19 seconds.
Okay.
Have fun, boys. I don't know. The trailer was done really well, but it just didn't feel like nothing screams Sonic the Hedgehog to me with any of this, which is a huge letdown.
But
You
at
know,
least it makes it fresh.
They are breaking new territory, but you're
Yeah,
right.
this is definitely probably the one of the most revolutionary Sonic games we've seen in a while. I just need something to make it feel like a Sonic game, please.
Just to anchor it back.
Like adding another Sonic doesn't make it more of a Sonic game.
You know,
Maybe the music will be really good, and that'll be the anchor.
Oh, dude, the music's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah, but the thing is, every Sonic game except Sonic Boom has a good soundtrack that unfortunately
Sonic.
does not save it from being a shit game.
But the soundtrack.
If you want to
Just
make
another
like,
reference.
if that's all Sonic can offer, fine. Just release some CDs. You don't need to make a whole game.
Some Sonic
How-
CDs.
Oh
Some
no.
Sonic CDs.
oh, I get it. I
Oh.
get it.
Oh, it's puns. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think it's time we sum up and round up and move on. I'll just send up my thoughts. I think the gameplay looks interesting. I think it's the most interesting gameplay I've seen, because obviously we haven't seen a new Sonic gameplay style since, well, obviously modern Sonic Boost gameplay, and the only thing they've done since is Lost World, but we're not going to talk about that.
Also, everyone has to run with their arms behind their back. I hate it.
It's mandatory.
So I think it looks
You can't be part of the
interesting.
resistance unless you run like Naruto.
It does make me wonder. I still think, did it require a third character? Could everything they've introduced into this new character not have been part of modern Sonic's gameplay? I'm sure I will find out why. And I feel we all got to remember, until we play it, and I'm sure there'll be opportunities to play demos and things, that we won't know. The only thing I walked away from watching this trailer is, and it's actually genuinely a sad moment that is starting to hit me, is maybe what Sonic Team are doing and who their demographic and who they want to appeal to. They don't care about me as a fan anymore. It feels like that. It feels like what their audience is younger, and I'm not that fan anymore. And
What happened to
if
Sonic Boom's going to be catering to new fans and modern
Yeah.
Sonic's going to be catering to older fans? This isn't catering to us at all.
No. If Sonic Mania was not on the cards this year, I genuinely think I would question continuing my interest at the level that I do, and I'm not even joking. If this was the only thing, I'd say, wow, this isn't for me anymore.
Also, I think
That's really
haven't
scary.
they also just said that like we're not going to be getting news for ages now? Because like I think one of the last like hashtags on the Tumblr page was "Thanks for waiting." So
Well-
doesn't that pretty much mean that we're not getting anything for like a long
So
time?
they're not going to release anything at E3.
Oh yeah, they've got.
Well, we're gonna get
I assume
playable
they
demo. It's gonna
released
be-
the
it's probably-
trailer. They released the trailer today, because then going into free E3, there'll be a demo of each gameplay style.
Yeah,
So-
I can see that.
Yeah, I think Thanks for Waiting was just, it's been forever since they,
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting so far.
Last
Yeah.
July.
I think we're
They
reading
released
too much
the-
into it. It's
Yeah,
just like
we always do that.
I don't
you
know what. You made a point about how if
we are
Classic, if
riding
Mania
on
wasn't
this
happening
game.
this year,
Yeah. Sorry, go
Yeah.
on, Sketch.
sorry, if Mania wasn't happening this year, you said that you'd question like the franchise as a whole, and you're like in following of it.
Mm.
But like, there's a lot. I know there's a lot of people with that mindset out there, right, even right now with all this information about Forces that came out today. But like, when you step back and you think, when Mania's over, and when Forces is over,
what happens next?
what then? As you, a fan moving forward, as a fan of the franchise, after Mania's done, that's it. You're not getting another one. You're not getting a Mania 2, most likely not anyway.
I don't
If
know.
that's all the
I
people are
think-
around for, then is by that logic, isn't all the classic fans going to bail after Mania? They're just going to stop following the franchise?
I know.
Why do you
Well,
think there's
I think-
not going to be a sequel to Mania?
I
I
doubt it.
I think
Yeah,
with
I kind of want to know why you doubt there would be, like, I don't think there'd be necessarily a Mania with remix levels again, but that doesn't mean there couldn't be another.
Well,
This was a
can-
special thing.
I can see where Scourge is coming from, because if you look at the Crash Bandicoot fans, what's going to happen after the Crash Bandicoot trilogy comes out?
Exactly. That's kind of what I mean.
Are they going to make
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot 4?
But up until before Mania, so like I said, when I sort of losing my way as a fan before, and then when Unleashed came back, I was into it but not, and then it slowly brought me back in, and then with Lost World, even though I don't rate it highly as a game, it looked like, oh wow, Sega are bringing modern Sonic with the classic aesthetic, and they seem to be going back on track on what the brand is and what it appeals to everyone. Like, I thought everyone could be on board with that. Unfortunately, the gameplay style they chose to go with that sucked balls. But now they've gone the other way and they're doing this, and I think I might enjoy the game. Who knows? I won't know till I've played it. But after Mania's gone, if Forces is a huge success and that's the way they go, then who knows, maybe I'm not what they want as a fan anymore. However, if it tanks, I don't know what the brand has going for it. I think if this game doesn't, if their adding classic Sonic, bringing back Green Hill, for create your own twat character, all this stuff. If this doesn't work to make a millions and millions selling game, there is a problem.
Honestly, the biggest problem that they've done is the fact that they've taken, like, everyone had their own vision of what this game would be in their head, and all they've done is literally taken this game's identity away. And obviously, it's not like they've added stuff every day. They've had this planned.
Yeah, this game
doesn't like you look at Unleashed, and the first trailer we got from Unleashed was Sonic with a ring turning in, like, in his hand going here, and like the next thing we get is, oh, he's traveling around the world. It's Sonic, and you're running everywhere. Generations, you're going through time, and you get to meet up with your old self. Oh, brilliant! Lost World, there is a planet in the sky. All right, okay, we can live with that. Forces. It's a future where Sonic was gone. Eggman took over 99% of the world. You come back. There is a new character, also classic Sonic's there.
Yeah, I think what's put me off is, like, with Unleashed, every time you saw something new, it's like, okay, like you said, it's setting a picture, it's setting an expectation. With this, and interesting, everything they've showed is like, oh, here's this again, and here's this again, and here's this zone again. And the first time they've shown something original to the game is fan characters. So,
which doesn't actually count. That can't count.
And even though it's an interesting concept, it does. Fan characters, due to its nature of being user-generated and therefore being anything you want it to be, doesn't set a tone or precedent, because it can be anything. So I can't get an impression from that, because there's nothing to set, because it's user-generated. So
I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly it.
Anyway, guys, we need to move along. We're running out of time. We're all going to remain positive. We haven't played it.
Yeah.
We've seen so little, so we can't judge a book by its poorly made cover. So
I can't breathe. It's so hot in here.
Put on a fan.
Do you have air
Just do it
conditioning?
quietly. Yeah.
I don't have any fans.
I guess because you never
Funny
finished.
joke.
Guys, we've come to the last segment of the show after
No,
that whole
seriously,
triggering.
please, somebody send someone. I'm sweating out of my nose right now.
No, that's a beautiful thought. Guys,
I'm gonna die.
at the end of every show, we like to do a bit of a learning with our favourite lurker, don't we, David?
Well, yeah, usually, yeah. But I mean, we don't always have to.
No, we do. We do.
But we've got Jim Sass here.
We do have Jim Sass here today.
I'm afraid I don't have much to teach.
Now, Jim, as you probably don't know, every week at the end of the show, we play a little game where we like to learn something with David the Lurker. But before we do that, I feel we should explain to you a little bit of the backstory of how David came to existence. Don't you agree, David?
I don't know. We've all heard the story before.
Let's play it then, if you insist.
Once upon a time, there was a lonely, lonely man who had an uncomfortable obsession with large purple cats. He would go about his life, hanging in the shadows, always there but never quite fully present, quietly learning and understanding the world around him. Some people could even call it lurking. Luckily for him, he accidentally joined a super famous podcast about fast mammals, where he could prove to the world his years of hanging in the background had paid off. It's time to play Learning with the Lurker.
Yes, it's that time again where we play Learning with Lurker, where we get to learn something super exciting with our favourite friend, David. David, are you excited?
That's me. I am David. How are you, everyone? Who is
Hello,
not David?
I am David.
Oh, what? That was really weird.
He was just so confused just there. David, do you feel...
Yes?
I mean, every week we learn something about ourselves, and most of the time you turn out not to know much about anything.
Right.
Yeah.
This is true.
So I thought I'd change it up a bit for you today, because I like doing that.
Okay.
Because for those who don't know, last week we switched it around where all the co-hosts had to guess facts about David, which was an interesting one. But this time round, we're going to learn something about the history, the life, the times, and the works of Jim Sass.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
That's right, David. I think it's only fair, since you've been fantasizing about him for about 8 years. That we
8 years.
We
that's
do
a long.
Well, that's these things. I don't know, it's probably longer than that, actually. You're a pervert. I know you have a poster of him and a little shrine and everything, but the time has come. We are going to play the one and only Jim Sass quiz. I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
I'm honored. Okay.
Yes, David, we are going to... Considering you've been talking about him since I've ever known you, now he's here,
Well,
I think it's time to see how well you actually know him.
I should probably point out, it's not like Jim, it's not like I talk about you nonstop all the
He
time.
does.
That'd be a
He
little
does.
weird.
He talks
Every
about
time
him
on a
every
podcast.
time, every podcast.
Every single time.
But,
Okay.
David, how
Yes?
do I know if you're better or worse at knowing someone if I don't have you challenge someone else to the same quiz? So I'm going to have to play you against someone. And I think the only person who would also be good at doing this quiz is Jim Sass
It's Sasso.
himself. So, what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be answering you a round of questions, David, and about Jim. And Jim, I'm going to be asking you a round of questions about yourself.
There's a high probability that David's going to. Let's move forward.
So, I have every faith in you. And, of course, Uncle Poxy is going to be keeping score, aren't you, Pox?
Yep, got my pad open.
There we go, right. So,
I've got Sassy Sass and Jim.
What happened?
Sassy notes.
Oh. What happened to the rest of the audience? That was,
they all died.
Good.
So, we're going to move straight into the quiz because we're running out of time. Here we go.
Okay.
Ready? I'm going to go to you, David, first.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to go to Jim for his question, alright? But David first. Oh, right, wait. If you get the question right, you're going to hear this annoying noise. Didn't load. Really good. Oh, there we
That's
go!
quite annoying.
That's a very delayed... This is how long it takes to beat. Wow. The suspense on that. And if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Wait. There we go. That is very loud.
Oh, Jesus.
That is quite the wrong noise.
You
That is
definitely got
loud.
it wrong if you heard that. Right, David, are you ready for your first question about Jim Sass?
I think, even though I'm probably going to get this wrong, but okay,
Don't worry.
let's go.
David the Lurker, Jim Sass superfan, here is your first question. David, what year did Return to Little Planet 2 release?
Switch microphones by mistake.
David.
Sorry, I accidentally switched microphones to one that wasn't working. Okay. It should be 2011, right? New Year's Day? It was like super early. I feel like that's right. Is that right? I
At
don't know.
5 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know. Or it might have been a day or two after. It's 2011, right?
I didn't. No, that's not. You don't ask me if it's correct. That's not how the quiz works, David. David, is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'll go with 2011.
Okay,
That's
here
what
we
I'll go with.
Let's see if you're correct, David. Wait, you have to wait a while because the soundboard's loading really slowly. Here we go, everyone. Yes, you got it right. Yay! Well done, David. Got something right. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Right, Jim.
One thing.
Your turn, Jim. Here we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. What is the name of the oldest video on your YouTube channel?
Oh boy. I'm not going to my YouTube channel. No, it's I'm pretty sure it's the Sonic trailer, the live action Sonic trailer.
So that's your final answer?
Oh, you know what? No, it's not my final answer. I'm gonna go with Prince of Pixel Tower.
Interesting. Let's see if that's correct. That is correct. Well done. That's right. You know your own content. Well done. Yeah.
Well,
David the
Somehow.
Lurker.
Yeah, that's
Your
me.
next question.
Oh god. Okay.
How many words are in your review of Return to Little Planet 2?
Like, you want an exact number?
Yep.
Boy, now, over 50,000 words on Mobius 25 years later.
What?
Yes, but the that review was in 16 parts, so I would say,
That's a lot of words.
yeah. I got very obsessive over Ken Penders for a moment, or forever. Look, it. I would. Let's go with 3,238. That's probably wrong.
3,238. Let's
Yes.
see if that's
Probably
correct.
less than that, isn't it?
Oh, that's painful. According to Word Count, which is a website where you copy and paste things, it's
Oh.
you wrote about this poor little fan film 3,490 words.
Ooh, I was pretty close actually, though. That's
It's true.
We're not looking for the close answer, we're looking for the right answer.
that's true.
Jeez.
Jim, your turn. Right.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes, Jay. I'm
On
ready.
the official Sega forums, a poll was made by a forum member asking whether SassoStudios should be responsible for making the next Sonic TV show. How do you think that poll voted in the majority? Did they vote in the majority of yes or the majority of no?
I had no idea that such things were even made about me, all about Sonic videos that I've made. I'm gonna go with no. There's people far more talented and capable, much more talented and capable than I am. So let's go with that one.
Okay, let's see if no is the correct answer. Unfortunately, modesty does not win you points. So the correct answer was yes. Yes, 100% of the people voted yes in the poll.
Wow.
It was a crazy poll, scoring a total of 3 votes.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you to those 3 fans. I appreciate
All of
it.
them were gay on different accounts.
Thank you.
Now,
Right, David the Lurker, DT Lurker, and David DL. yes.
Now, Poxy,
It's like-
we are
it's like Lisa
halfway
Simpson,
through.
Alice
Poxy, we are halfway through the quiz. What are the scores so far? You're funny. This is why you don't do the show anymore.
What?
Having a heart attack.
Okay, I got it. Jim got 1, and Dave is currently tying with 1.
Oh, tiebreaker so far. Right, David, next question.
Okay, there we go.
Nice and easy one. Amy's New Year
Yes.
resolution is one of SassoStudios' most watched videos, but how many views does it have?
Ay.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I'm
I will
thinking
accept
How
the
many
nearest
views
100,000.
in the nearest. Okay.
100,000.
What was in Ooh.
Stop.
I
Fuck
have.
Googling.
I'm not googling here. Okay. Let's go with. I really don't know. Let's go with 702,000. Yeah, I'll go with that. I don't know. I can't think.
702,000, did you say?
92.
92, sorry. Let's see if 792,000 is correct. The correct answer is 9,652,616 views as of the time of this recording.
Oh, I thought you asked how many times I watched it. That is pretty impressive, though.
Thank you.
Like, that is good. Because after I said it, I was like, oh, there's probably ones in the millions, but I was like, I don't know exactly, so I'm gonna lowball it.
Well, that fucked up.
I was
didn't
wrong!
it, David? Right. Jim, your question is...
Oh, well.
Here we go. Right. In 2011, in a short film called Sacrifice and Bliss, You made a brief appearance. You made a brief appearance at the beginning.
No way.
A brief appearance at the beginning. What was your first line?
That's a great question.
I was fucking Googling the fuck out of you today.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to remember. I should know this. I wrote it. Okay, I think I've got it. I have no idea. Can you? Is it a boy? I can't tell the difference between a boy cigar and a girl cigar. Is that it? Something to the effect of that?
Let's see if that's correct.
Not
That is correct. I will accept that. The full line was, yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, how can you tell the difference between a boy cigar and a girl cigar? So I will accept that answer.
Oh, wow.
Good memory. Right. David.
Uh-oh. Hi.
The next one is one that requires you to listen carefully and then answer the question at the end. Are you ready to listen along?
Yes, as long as I don't get distracted.
Here we go.
With myself.
You've got that blue fur speed, and I like your smile. I've got those white gloves, two tails that make me fly high. We'll never go.
Right. David.
Uh-huh.
That was Tails singing along in one of Jim Sass's animations, but what song was Tails singing?
Oh wait, I know this. That's it, right? Sonic voices. We do it. Oh, just take it off, or take it off. Yeah, wait. I hear this song all the time. Why am I blanking on it?
Who's taking what off?
Look, Tails is taking. Yeah.
Wait, come on, David. We got 10 minutes. What's the answer?
Yeah, just take me off. Just take me on.
So
it is like take me.
The song's called "Just Take Me On." Is that your final answer?
It's wrong. I know that's not what it's actually called. Like I know what the song is, and I can't think of the name of it, so I'm screwed.
Let's see if that's correct. That very long answer. Unfortunately, the correct answer was "Style" by Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. It was. I just couldn't think of the name of the song.
But
Jim?
Jim.
Yeah?
We brought some pals. And here, look at. I brought Tails.
Right. Jim, your final question. Here we go, right?
I'm listening.
You need to listen to the following clip and then tell me what the next line is, alright?
Oh boy. Alright.
Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. Listen carefully and tell me what the next line in this video is.
Laughs on laughs.
Jeez.
What did you say next?
Did I just laugh for like 15 minutes? Like
That was the whole laugh. What did you say next?
Something about assuming, like, oh, you know what happens when you assume you make an ass out of you and me?
Let's see if that is correct. Let's listen again and listen to the full clip. Here we go.
Please no.
Fine.
I politely decline.
Oh.
That was
Oh man,
wrong.
David, did you know that one?
Well, I was thinking, oh, I respectfully declined, but it was politely. But yeah, like I knew it was because there you are. You're sitting across. You're doing a lot of left, and then you say no, and then that's when Robotnik Eggman starts saying, I want you to reconsider," and then that's when he mentions the word "assume," and you do the little bit, and oh heck, this is one thing that maybe I should have asked. Because okay. Indulge me for a second, Jamie.
David,
yes?
there is a show starting.
Right, you got 7 minutes. Well, you said that was the last question, right?
Yeah, it's the last question.
Okay, fine. Okay, we'll wrap it up,
Yeah,
and
wrap
then I
it
can
out.
ask.
Jesus
What I was
Christ,
gonna ask.
David, you
Yeah,
and
I'm
fucking
sorry. I'm
tangent.
sorry.
You're worse than Tom. Right. Poxy.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the end. We want to know what are the final scores. Who is our winner? Who knows more about Jim Sass? Is it David or Jim Sass?
I don't know. I think we should quiz them.
Isn't that what we've been doing?
That's funny. Funny.
What
What
are
are
doing
the
it
scores? Go on.
Oh. All right. Okay. So. Dave,
Yes, hi.
you are currently sitting at your final score of 1 point.
Okay.
Jim.
Yes.
Jim. You are currently sitting at your final point of. I need another drum roll, please. I bet you're wondering why I asked for 2 drum rolls. Because Jim, you scored 2, and that makes you the winner!
Oh, thank you.
That's such a brief. Yes. It turns
Very
out,
nice playing with you, David. Thank you.
in a shock twist,
In a shock-
we've learnt today with David the Lurker that the person who knows more about Jim Sass is Jim Sass.
I actually,
Caught me off guard.
I thought RTLB2 was released in 2010, but then I realized it was released in 2011 when you got the answer right. So,
Right. Well, because it was
so it was like January 1st or something.
yeah, that's why it was the whole New Year's thing, and I was like, all right, it's sort of a trick question
That's true.
because you really did it all in 2010. So
Right.
in your head, it's
Very-
forever.
Very clever, Jay.
I know, I'm fucking great. Now, guys, we have come to the end of our show. Thank you ever so much for listening. Hope you weren't triggered by the Sonic third character discussion. If you have a different opinion and want to tell us why we're twats, then you need to go tweet us. You will hear that all at the end, though. Don't forget, if you're listening on iTunes, you need to give us 5 stars, because that's the only amount of stars that people want to get. David, where can people find you?
Oh, I guess you can find me on Twitter at DT Lurker. There's always Sonic Retro. People still go there sometimes. And, I did write a front page thing about the guy, the third kid, whatever. And Big Speak Fishing Adventure 3 might come out one day if we all clap our hands and believe.
No, it's still not come out. Right,
Not right
Poxy.
now. No.
Poxy, where can people find you, my dear?
You can find me at YouTube/user/SonicPox, capital S, capital X, or you can follow me on Twitter at SonicPox, capital S, capital X, where I'm usually tweeting about how amazing Sonic Unleashed is, and you can follow the development cycle of Wild Wolf, a video that will more than likely just be the end of it.
Fair enough. And special guest, Jim Sass of SassoStudios. Thank you so much for being on the show today. It's been super awesome. I think there should be a time when you and David do a one-on-one podcast, and then David can really unravel everything he's wanted to ask you.
Right.
Where can people find you, Jim?
You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/SassoStudios. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been awesome. David this will beat his wedding day in terms of top moments in his life. Guys, if you haven't heard already, Sonic Reacts is back on The Sonic Show. Go to youtube.com/The Sonic Show and watch it. New videos will be released every Monday. Do not forget that we will be live again next week, and then the week after that we will have a special show with guest Mardiculous. If you listen to, if you watch him on the YouTubes, he does a live stream every week redesigning a character. I will be the guest this Thursday as we redesign Gamma. So if you aren't following him already, he's on Twitter @Mardiculous. Go check him out, and he'll tweet the times and stuff because time zones confuse the fuck out of me. And we will see you there. Thank you ever so much. We will see you guys next week. Poxy probably won't be back because he doesn't like us. We will see you guys another time. We love you all so very much. Bye.
See you guys later. Bye.
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 What about me, Marcus?
You've been listening to The Opinion Zone, brought to you by Audio Boom. Don't forget to check out our page at audioboom.com/channel/The Sonic Show. And leave us a comment. You can also interact with us at any time on Twitter by tweeting @Sonic_show. Until next time, by which I mean whenever Jay can be bothered again. Stay safe and please leave Froggy alone.